Okay, so you start to inject yourself, and we'll go ahead and show a video of you in the beginning of the process.
What up, y'all? Nuka Zeus here, representing that black power, you know what I'm saying? I've been taking the melanotan 2 tanning injections. That's right, the injections that I inject into myself as an experimental drug that supposedly makes your pigments work in overtime to produce more melanin in the skin when you're out in the sun. So today is day 7 that I've been taking it.
And as you could see, the skin is very pale. You also don't have the cornrows and everything else like that. And you start to shoot yourself up with this. And it's like a syringe that you have to inject into your vein.
No, anywhere in your body. They recommend fatty areas. People do with their stomachs, but I have a thing. I'm scared to stick my stomach. So I tried my buttocks at first, but I don't know. It hurt when I jabbed my ass. So I found a spot in my leg where my leg connects to my hip, and I just inject there, and I don't feel it when it goes in.
Okay, so you start to inject yourself, and right away you start to notice that your skin would get darker as you went out in the sun?
It took about a month. It took about a month, maybe 2. Looking back at some of my old pictures, I can see myself slowly getting darker, but when you're doing it, when you're looking at yourself every day, you don't really notice progression. But it takes a couple weeks to actually start seeing results.
Okay. And after how many weeks did you feel like, all right, I'm at the skin tone that I want?
I'm not there. I can't get there. I don't know what to do. I don't know whether to increase my dosage or to go into the sun more. I've gotten a little bit lighter than I was in the past because I stopped going into the sun. I stopped going into the tanning beds every other day. I would go tanning beds every other day, and the days I didn't go in, I would go out into the sun for an hour and lay there. I cut back on that some, because I mean, I don't want to, what I'm saying? I'm scared, what I'm saying? All that shit, all the UV rays and stuff, So I don't know what to do. I want to get darker, but what am I supposed to do?
Well, there's a video on your YouTube channel. We'll go ahead and show it. And this is day 50, where you're extremely darker than when you started.
Yeah.
And at that point, it seems like you're happy and, this is the effect that you wanted.
Today is day 50. That's right, half of 100 days I've been injected on myself, and I am, as you can see, I am getting darker, and I love it. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how I get in the sun, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, I look like I'm 10 shades lighter than I am, but then I go into the shadows and in the shade, and I look darker, you know what I'm saying? It's like...
Yeah, I was very happy. I did look quite orange in that picture, or that video, but that was because I was also taking bronzing lotions at the same time. I didn't know that bronzing lotions turn you orangey.
Okay, so day 50, now you essentially look like a black man to a certain degree. What's the effect of people around you, your family, your sister, your friends, your coworkers?
They were all, happy that I was happy. And there was no difference really. They were just happy that I was happy. And some of them, they were like, I knew I wouldn't put it past you to do something like this. And I have some screenshots I could probably share with you. I can't remember what some of my homeboys said, but I asked one of my homeboys, and through text, and I was asking him, I was like, how do you personally feel about this? And he's like, that's you, bro. That's your body. If it makes you happy, all power to you, and don't listen to what everybody else says. I was like, well, what do you think about people that are trying to say negative things about me taking the injections? He's like, pay them no mind. They ain't living your life.
Okay, well, then you took it a step further and you got some tattoos on your arms.
No, I've had the tattoos for years.
Okay, so before taking these shots, you got those tattoos?
Correct.
Okay, can you show the first one and the second one?
Well, technically, they're the same thing.
Okay.
Fuck whites, black power. That was the whole message behind it. People say it's 2 tattoos, but I consider it 1 because it's continuation.
Okay, so a white guy walks into a tattoo parlor and he says, I want fuck whites on one arm and black power on the other.
I got
was
turned
a tattoo?
down. I got turned down 3 times.
I bet.
Yeah.
Are these white or black tattoo artists that are turning you
They
down?
were black Hispanic. I'm not
Okay.
sure exactly what they were.
I mean, tattoo artists aren't really supposed to turn anybody down. I mean, this is their money. Like, how was the reaction when they turned you down?
Well, the one guy said, hell no, I ain't tatting that ignorant shit on you. But it's funny because later, after I got it tatted on and like people in the community were, cool with me and everything, I went to him and I was like, I want to get my tattoos redone to look better. He's like, I got you. He's like, I can redo them for you and make them better. So before he was saying no, he wasn't going to do it. Then I did it. And now he's willing to, do it, you know what I'm saying, and make it look better.
Okay, but you did find a tattoo artist to do it the first time,
Right.
and you got fuck whites and black power on your arms.
That was I was going to say have something else tatted on, but it was the last 5 minutes that I changed what it was going to say. Originally, this was going to say kill Whitey and black power. But
Okay.
I was at my female friend's house, and it was a mutual homeboy of ours that did the tattoos. And literally right before we started, she was like, "I don't know about kill Whitey. That's a little too much. Why don't you just say something like fuck whites?" So I was like, I guess that still says the same thing. I was like, all right, cool. We'll do that then. So yeah.
Well, being a white man that says fuck whites on his arm, you're kind of saying fuck yourself.
I've never considered myself white. I consider myself human being. And then when people told me you have to pick a side, you're not human. You have to be either, something. If you're going to label me, put me in the right category. You know what I'm saying? I'm not white. I'm not in that category. I'm in the black category.
Well, when you start doing this, you're going to get a reaction, obviously. There's always been a thing in America with blackface, where you have white people that paint their face black. Every Halloween, a bunch of people end up losing their jobs for, Halloween costumes of blackface and so forth. But what you're doing is not blackface. You're actually, changing your skin color chemically.
Yeah, I mean, it's also people are ignorant of what blackface is. Blackface is, putting on makeup or paint with the sole intent to then mock and degrade black people. I'm not doing that. I'm being myself. I just happen to be darkening my skin at the same time of also being black, but from a lighter body.